Well. Man behind the mirror. That is. Who is this man behind the mirror? He's got the eye of the tiger. And we're cutting it really close. We're going to have to bring him up right out. And that man is Steve.
Oh boy.
Yep.
What did I miss? Hang on.
A race against time because Yui's days are numbered.
My phone died, so I had to go on the tablet.
Ooh, that is new fun. Yeah.
As it always is.
Yeah.
But, all right.
Yeah. So, what are we here to discuss? Well, we're here for the next batch of episodes. Episodes 34 through 38 of Kamen Rider Ryuki, where we're introduced to one, maybe two new riders. I don't know. We seem to have a bit of an alternative to having an actual writer. But yes, we now have our official 9th writer of the series, not 8, as Odin would like to have you think. And hello, everyone who has been to Monsterpalooza this weekend. Did you have a great time? I certainly did. Got to meet Alice Cooper. What was your favorite part of being there? If you've been there, let us know in the comments.
I could not have any time off to go. I had people ask if I was going to do Anime Riverside. I could not. It's just that we're dealing with the seasonal event of graduation.
That's never fun.
Yeah, it was so long ago did we go through it, and every child in the world must go through it. And I'm like, well, give them one more weekend before they realize, yeah, you guys have just been on the tutorial this whole time.
Yeah, no. If you once you experience college, it's like, well, I'm gonna be honest. College was easier for me than high school.
Yeah.
And again, I am me, and you are you.
The thing is what I see a lot of, they do, especially if you're not used to it. A lot of people decide to leave home, which, depending who you are, such as the moral of these episodes that we're reviewing, you will leave and be scared, as common.
Mm-hmm.
You could choose to rely on others and adapt to your surroundings, or you just believe you could fucking do it by yourself and just, burn out, break out, or just goof off. Either or.
Either there's either the Naruto way or the Sasuke way.
Don't be Sasuke. Don't be Sasuke. I don't give like seriously. I think I wrote Kishimoto Sensei a very strongly worded letter about how I strongly believe Sasuke should have died. Seriously, do something useful, you damn entitled brat. But as always, just like the premise of these episodes, you could rely on people, you can adapt, and you could try to figure it all out together, instead of you just believing, again, breaking out, falling out, burning out, and then you finally realize, as an old saying goes, burn your ships. You know who said that? Columbus. And when was the last time you believed that guy? You know, seriously. But it's like, wait, but you did, but then you found out you could go back. Yeah, you could go back, but that's a long swim.
Mm-hmm.
Not realizing, like, wait, I didn't have to do that? No. And what do you look? You look stupid. You look like an idiot. Take it slow. Figure it out. Instead, you're gonna kill yourself. It's like, no, I think it's worse when you like hype yourself up and you make you see yourself like the badass, the tough guy, the know-it-all. And then when you finally get out there and you realize that, just like that monologue that Stallone gave in those unnecessary
It ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's about it's not about whether or not you get hit, but how many times you can keep getting hit and keep getting up. I know. My dad showed me that clip. He's never even seen any of the Rocky movies.
But here's the thing about that, though. You get it when you have lived through it and said, okay, how could I do this without going through all that again? There is a way. Yeah, there is a way.
Yeah.
The door's right over there. You know? But regardless, it's like, why the heck? The fool is the guy, the man, the woman, the dog, the cat, whatever, that keeps on, the hamster that keeps on grabbing the shocky door. Mm-hmm. You do know that there's another way around, right? Yep. So why are you so desperate to get through the shocky door? Because that's the only way to get, there's another door right there. If you slightly turn yourself to the left, my left, you know, but
yeah. I remember that one episode of Shaolin Showdown where Omi had to have a showdown against the man, the myth, the legend himself. You know, like the guy who made the original puzzle box, and it's like you have to get this pebble from me, and like they go through all this Shaolin parkour, just trying to get the stone from him. And at the end of the day, all you needed to do was say, may I please have the pebble? Here you go.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's the whole point. It's like, you know, we were told at the beginning of this show what needed to be done, what has to happen. And we weren't really like reprimanded for not doing it. But then it's like, okay, now you did get reprimanded. Now you're being told, but it's like, is it really necessary? Especially given the fact that our focus of this episode or these episodes has for the longest time made themselves like, oh yeah, they have no problem doing that. They have no problem. They even stated, I will do it. I will. But when they do, it's like, again, the similarities to a stupid emo ninja. You did it. That was your goal. And then you're just like, why are you crying? Why is there tears coming out of your eyes? Why are you screaming to the heavens that both the greater powers, both above and below, can hear you? Did you forget where you were, what you're doing, the contract you signed to be on this show? I'm like, what? What? And you're telling me you didn't need to do that? Okay. All right. I bet you feel really stupid, don't you? I bet you feel really stupid. And I could not, I forget who sings that song. But every time I looked at this person from like just reviewing the episodes again and just getting the quick, like, okay, I just kept on seeing Sasuke. And I kept hearing the song, tonight will be the night that I will fall for you. Like, oh, God.
No.
No. Oh, God, no.
The only thing almost as cringy as that is knowing the fact that there are 16 different music videos by different uploaders for the show Code Geass. And they all have different clips and different sequences, but Code Geass music video, all 16 of them using the song Vita La Vida by Coldplay.
That's who did that song. Okay. I was never a Coldplay
and
fan.
if no other reason, this is why I can't stand Coldplay. Like I was like super into them back in like 2009.
Never a fan.
I
like some of their
I lost my taste for it.
I never.
Proper. I'm like, yeah,
I
Code
never
Geass ruined
like,
Coldplay for me.
I heard a few of their songs, some of like the ones that actually made the top lists and whatnot. But other than that, I was never a Coldplay fan. So I was like, I have no idea who does the song, and I don't even want to know because it's a band that I may have heard once or twice, or maybe I can name 5 songs at most. But whatever.
But I will say this: I will thank Coldplay for one thing.
The memes.
They restored my confidence in being able to sing, because I started karaoke when I was 16. My voice was garbage. My voice was very much garbage. But then, like one time when I was in Luxor, Las Vegas, in 2009, I watched a rerun of an episode of SNL with John Hamm with Coldplay being the musical performance, and oh my god, the singing was so terrible. Like the guy's voice was almost as flat as mine. And I'm like, if this guy could sing that horribly and still sell out concerts, then surely there's hope for me to just sing "Eye of the Tiger" and "Ticket to Ride." And now I'm a lead vocalist. It's funny how things work out.
Well, we'll see how it works. We'll see how it works out. As we'll see how it works out with these episode reviews.
Yeah,
We're up to 43 to 83 in these episode reviews, which I feel as though last week we were having fun with the show. We were having loads of fun. We were just poking and making fun of everybody and, like, kind of slightly judging everybody. Like, okay, Shinji, why? Shuchi, why? Goro, why? Even though Goro is Mr. Steal Your Woman, we all know this.
Kitaloka, why? Megumi, why?
Well, Megumi. Well, we know why. We know why. She's just crazy is too strong a word, and I don't like.
I feel like the irony is that last batch of episodes we felt like there was a little too much Megumi, but in this batch of episodes, it feels like there's just not enough of her.
It's that problem you have when you go to the Olive Garden and it's like, do you want cheese on your salad, sir, or your soup? It's like, yeah.
Going.
Don't, no. Last week we're like, okay. But this week we're like, please tell me when to stop. Sir?
Keep going.
Sir, I didn't say stop, did I?
And then, they have to pull out a second block of cheese because
I'm like, you want cheese to go with your sopa toscana?
It's like, no. Do you want some sopa toscana to go with your cheese?
I'm like, I didn't tell you to stop. You keep going anyway. So. Yeah, we were having some fun. We were having a lot of fun last week, but it just seems like the fun was sucked out of us this week because
like Yui through a mirror.
This all focuses on our Sasuke. And I hate that I have to compare him to that piece of shit. Yeah. It deals with our boy Ren.
Mm-hmm.
Because look, as much as we've got, like, Ren, he got the longer end of the stick on this one. His suit looks badass. The colors are badass. His upgrade is badass. Like everything about him so far is giving off main rider vibes more than Shinji is.
Yeah.
And finally, it's like, here it is that it finally, like, because of Shiro, who is either dead or not. He's either dead or not. It's like, is he dead or isn't he dead? I don't know, but no one's told him yet. He's like...
it's like Wile E. Coyote when he's like running off that cliff, but he's not falling until he realizes.
It's like, wait, do you know that you're over a 30-foot tall cliff? Don't you know gravity? Oh, I never studied gravity.
I don't believe in gravity.
But it's like, Ren, you knew this. You said this in episode 2. And yet you are surprised. You are torn. Because now it's like, I have to. Didn't you say you were going to? What changed? No, seriously, Ren, what changed? Oh, yeah, because you guys were, like, being friends and whatnot. And, again, it's the same with Tezuya. I'm like, wasn't he your friend and you didn't care? All these people here you find annoying and now you care? Did we also forget that your girlfriend is on life support and you only have like 6 months left? The time is a ticking, boy. You got to kill everybody to get your wish, apparently. But it's like, now it's really weighing on him that he has to do it. And I'm like, that's what you were going to do, right? Let's see. Episode 34 is under the title Friendship Battle. So we have this whole thing where, focusing around the university again, we're going back to the university because that is the genesis of where this all happened.
Yeah. It turns out that one-off guy who you encountered way back in episode 12. Turns out he's more relevant to the plot than we originally thought.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
Yeah, it's deeper than just being in a photo.
It's it's like they say, you introduce a smoking gun in the first act, you're gonna use it eventually. And I'm like, no, this guy could either be a one-off character or he's something important. Is he a writer? No, I don't think so. He doesn't have the vibes, nor does he give the presence that he is involved with this. Because if he was, I would imagine that by looking at him, he would be the coward, hiding, waiting for the opportune chance. As we all know, despite popular belief, okay, cats, tigers, felines are more ambush predators than they are actual predators.
They're not chasers. They're ambushers.
They're ambushers. So the moment that the prey is set and locked, thus the feline will attack. They're not getting their asses kicked for nothing. No way. Because we did leave off the episode last week that we saw a white tiger Kamen Rider. Mm-hmm. And I know what you're thinking. And no. Shame on you. No. We don't mention him here. He has nothing to do with this. Just because it's a white tiger does not mean it's so and so.
No, it's definitely not Tom Constantine.
No, it's not.
Stop asking. Look, Tom Constantine showed up in that Fives movie that we dare not speak of anymore, and he showed up in that one episode of Zets where where freaking C goes full Death Note. What else do you people want? What about Void Knight? Shut up.
I mean, I don't know. Go outside. Go play D&D.
Yeah.
Go. I don't know, go read a book or something. Like, there's more interesting characters besides the stereotypical guy who we think is a white tiger. Who, let's be honest, was not that great. May he rest in peace, respect, but that's the writer's fault. So yes, there's a tiger like just on the prowl, slowly, not doing much of anything. We just see it, and it has a weapon that is a battle axe. Why give a tiger an axe? I do not know, since it's got those Wolverine claws.
Well, it's because, like we said before, this person was whoever made this season was a huge fan of Yu-Gi-Oh. So we already have our flame swordsman, we have our dark magician, so now we need our tiger axe.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah.
For the movie, you'll be your red eyes black dragon.
Then what? Then no, I know of that, and I'm kind of not feeling that one, even though I should. What would Oja fall under? Oja definitely. He is. I don't know what Yu-Gi-Oh monster would he fall under? I know that he would be a fusion.
Genocider would fall under the category of relinquished.
No, I wouldn't. I would say he was like more like. I know that there was a Chimera monster in fusions. I just don't remember what it was. It wasn't that great either. That's because again, this creature is really, considering how it dealt with our white tiger. It's like really. Okay. In the comments, let us know what everyone thinks Oja's Yu-Gi-Oh! His deck master would be if he would.
Genocider's totally relinquished because it sucks things up.
Let's see. So the main plot or the main A point of this episode is Ren finally decided to get back on track and play the solo bad boy, trying to get his wish fulfilled. Like, he is
not working out for you.
Apparently it ain't working out for him because, Shiro kind of gives him, shows up and gives him the business. It's like, you do realize, because again, that Emmy is about to, expire, and this and that. And also, also, how dare you have that card? I didn't give you that card. That was for Tezuya.
Yeah.
That was for Raya, not for you.
And just to power balance, Shiro just randomly shows up to Shinji. He's like, "Hey, here, Time Wizard."
Yeah.
This is a ritual card. Yeah, it'll ritual summon you into a better rider. And get in the mirror, Shinji.
Yeah, because again, it's by Shiro's own fault, he gave Tezuya the card, but Tezuya was like, I'm not worthy to have this. I'm giving it to my friend Shiro, which, how well did that play out for you, Tezuya, with Ren? Seriously, it didn't even matter. Ren didn't even care. Whatever. One less guy I gotta kill. Also, again, let me just put a tack in that comment. Ren, you have no right at all to have those thoughts, because we will see in these episodes how you truly are, and it disgusts me, because for the last 30 some odd episodes, I believed that you were down to be down, not realizing that he's more chicken shit than Shinji is.
Yeah. See what you I know there's always gonna be pure saying, "Oh, Ryuki's been in the Dragon Knight," but the thing is, one, they hyper focus on Ren to the point that they try to make him the main writer more than Shinji. And even then, Ren is a bigger coward than freaking Shinji is. You know, like Shinji may not want to fight other riders, but at least he refuses to fight out of conviction. Ren's like, oh, I will fight other riders. Like, while
he's the kid. He's the kid in every single war movie you ever saw that, you know, we're going to go in, they're going to kick some enemy ass. And the
moment you accidentally misfire your AK, you're traumatized. The misfire didn't even hit anything.
Or the fact that
by surprised.
Or the fact that he's storming the beaches of Normandy and finally when he one foot off of that boat on the beach and he's frozen and pissing himself in fear.
You know, it's another good example. That one dude from Squid Game. You know, I talked a big game about how he used to be in the Marines, and then when he needed to come into clutch, it's like he's cowering in the corner while everyone fights and dies. And thank God, 120 actually survived that massacre, only to be killed off in the next game by freaking what's his face. I felt bad for 120. 120 was like the real Oran Pierre Alfonso of that show, and it sucks that he basically gets killed meanwhile freaking Ren here is
outside of these main four, you know, Ren has no problem fighting them or throwing a punch because he's so used to it. As you know, obviously, you know, Shiro goes to Shinji and gives him a survival card and tells Shinji, you know, use it when you think it's necessary. You know, are there mirror monsters in this episode?
Not really.
Not really, because we're focusing.
But the basic breakdown is Reiko goes back to university, finds a room 405 where we're introduced to two new characters. Well, one of two new characters, which is the professor. The other new character we'll see in the next episode. Meanwhile, while Kito, Oka, and Goro are out having their girls' day off, you got Sakura raiding his fridge. He's like, man, so this is what a rich guy's house looks like. Wonder what he's got in the fridge. He's eating all of his food, and honestly, good for you, Sakura. You may be a cold-blooded serial killer, and I hate your guts, but at least you were screwed over by your lawyers. So why not? He stole your freedom. You may as well steal his food. Meanwhile, Tina is so pissed at Shinji and Ren not getting a room that she kicks out all three of the kids to go to an amusement park. And while Shinji and Yui do try to have fun, Ren's just sulking and stuff. And he's like, you know what, Shinji, I had it. Let's go to the mirror world. And that's when Shinji finally uses his contract card.
I mean, the fight just came out of nowhere between these. It's like, Ren, why didn't you just drag Shinji into the mirror world and have it that way? Why the hell, oh no. The fact that this fight, and we also, you know, just the randomness that it was. It's we know, Ren, we know that you have a girlfriend or whatever she is and da-da-da, but you yourself have been procrastinating this whole time. You could have, should have, and every chance you got with a rider, either you didn't do it or random interference happened, which, again, what are the odds?
And in one case, he was the one interfering.
Yeah, he was the one that fucked it up on his own, because it's like, wait, it made me think, is Ren even capable of killing anyone? Has he even killed a Kamen Rider?
He's about to get his first legitimate kill, and rightfully so. His first legit kill would have been a Sakura, which would have been perfect. It's he's the perfect person for Shinji to kill.
Yeah. But
no, it's Ren has to ruin it.
He had to ruin it. And then from there, it's that from there it's like, you know, Ren just decides to level up because I'm gonna beat you super quick, Shinji, you know, not realizing that Shinji also has an upgrade. Now, is this the final form?
Yes.
For Ryu, this is the final form.
Yes, Survive is considered the final form.
Okay, because I've seen Survive, and it's like, you know, there's like apparently there's like what 3 cards for Survive.
Yes, the third one belongs to Odin.
Okay,
but we never see it in the show,
which is BS. But okay,
but somehow conveniently, Oja gets one in Outsiders for no reason.
Yeah. There's a lot of spin-off Kamen Rider shows and even stage plays that, you know, wait, if this exists, why didn't so-and-so get that in the show? Why did everyone else, except, you know, as last time we reviewed Blade, everyone got a final form except Lee Angle. It wasn't until, like, I think a stage play.
Technically, Garen got his also in Outsiders.
Because apparently, what I found out, Lee Angle didn't get a final form, a king form, until like a stage play a couple of years ago.
Well, I know Garen got his king form literally during Outsiders.
Yeah, again, spin-offs and stage plays, we decided to give them the final forms. But it's like, yeah, while I do get that and I appreciate what you guys done, it's kind of a little too late to try to entice me into caring about characters that we haven't really thought of in X amount of time. So, but yes, we have a fiery montage that Shinji finally inserts the card, and he gets a new type of weapon. He gets a dragon mouth gun thing.
And he slides his card inside of it, closes it up.
And finally, because of this, because as always, the contract monster does change appearance when this does happen. Shinji himself transforms. In the last 5 seconds of this episode, we see Shinji's survival form, and we also get to see an upgraded Digretter. So we go into episode 35, Enter the Tiger, which I have no idea why they called it that episode, because technically we don't even see the tiger until episode 36.
Yeah.
But yeah, we continue the battle between Ren and Shinji, and Ren is not doing so hot.
In case you guys are wondering, yes, much like Dark Raider, Jagranzer can fold up into a bike.
And now we have official bikes in this show. Yep. It took us about 30 episodes, but we finally have bikes for the Kamen Riders, which, I know some people want to, go on the designs of the bikes and say, like, this is too much. This is just blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, have you seen Ryuki? Have you seen what Shinji's riding?
Uh-huh.
And you're telling me that, like, Forze, that was too much. That, like, Exade was too much. Kiva was too much. Have you seen this bike?
Yeah.
Have you seen this bike? I mean, Fize, next season, his bike was simplistic.
Yeah. And it turns into a giant robot.
But at the same time, it's like, yeah, have you seen this bike? I'm not ragging on it, but I'm like, now that is a toy that could easily be found at your local Toys R Us for $49.99. And it's like, no, it's a cool bike. It is. I mean, the Dragon finally turns into a bike, and we finally have an official bike, not the travel pods that they've been using this whole time.
Yeah, I'll say this. Dark Raider looks cooler in its bat form than its bike form, while Jagranzer looks better in its bike form than it does in its dragon form.
Whoever came up with these designs, like you were on it on one point. You could see the favoritism in some way.
Yeah.
You know, you'd be like, yeah, you know what? Ren's been cool this whole time. I think we're going to give him a stupid looking bike. Whereas Shinji, like, the bike is pretty cool. And I think we've upgraded the armor better than what his original stance was. So there's that.
Yeah, one thing I don't like about the design on Shinji's final form is the vest does look a little too rounded. Where it kind of makes it look like you got a bit of weight.
What it reminds me of is this is just me. This is just me talking about it. It goes back to Beast Wars when when a robot would transform and they would put the head on the chest for no reason. But it never really fully incorporated into the robot body. It's just there, you know. It's one thing if the head is like your arm or some accessory or whatever, but the fact that the head is just there, you know. I just feel like they just took the dragon and just kind of slapped them on there because they just had to, instead of like, I don't know, could have looked. I mean, it's trying to look like the underbelly of the dragon in a way.
Now, I just can't wait to discuss Wizard episode 9. You walked yourself right into that one.
No, I know. And again, I am a fan of Wizard, but there are some things that I was not feeling with the design. That it could have been a little bit more work into it. Like again, if for some reason the dragon head comes out of the chest, like it'd be like, okay, that's fine, but it's, as they say, it's a lot of kibble in the front. Like, it just doesn't seem to mesh very well with the design. I get it. I get it. I see it. But to me, not what I would have gone for in terms of a design. Like, try to incorporate the animal's head somewhere else besides the chest. But regardless.
The fight ends rather abruptly.
Yeah.
While in a C plot that we barely discussed, in the previous episode, Zolda and Oja were at it again. It got to the point where they're both chasing each other unmorphed, and it just seems like Asakura just got Kitaoka like cornered inside a tunnel.
He cornered him.
It's a trap.
He cornered him. For those who've been following us and have watched both Ryuki and Forze, this is the same alleyway where the Delta driver was introduced.
Yep.
This was the exact area where what's his face, Mr. Don't You Dare Look at Me with those crooked eyes of yours again, decided to take the Delta gear and then start giving it to the Orphanox, and that's where all his friends were getting picked off. This is the exact spot. So it's like, okay, nothing good is going to come from this, right? No, because yes, Asakura has been chasing Shuji because, lawyers and red tape and all that crap.
Yeah, what's really funny is that when he finally gets arrested, one of the police officers takes his Oja deck from him, and I'm like, how are you going to explain this once the police? I mean, obviously, the police would have had to agree to search his pockets to pull it out, but it's like, how would you explain? It's like this can wait till processing.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. They all said that Asakura was dead, but how did you explain that he's actually alive? That's the thing. It's like, wait, what? Asakura? Like, you mean the guy that drove off the cliff? You never found a body, right? Yeah. Never found a body. So just come with me, but don't bring anything reflective. What? Just don't do it.
Just don't do it. Also, when you arrest him, look for a purple thing with the picture of a cobra.
Yeah,
he's been on this.
He's been playing Yu-Gi-Oh a little bit too much. He's a big Yu-Gi-Oh fanboy. You got to confiscate that. Yeah. You could actually sell the cards if you wanted to. But
meanwhile, it's like we need a reenactment of Get Smart the movie. So Ren uses Trick Vent to make shadow clones of himself, and Ryuki uses a variation of Copy Vent to like copy his Trick Vent. So now you have an army of Shinjis fighting an army of Rens.
Which I'm like, so with Survive, did Shinji get a bunch of cards that he didn't have before? Because he had never used this technique until now. Yeah. I'm like, did you always have this, Shinji, or did you get an upgrade when you turned into Survive? Like, you're not playing with a 30-card deck, you're playing with a 50, 60 max deck, and you put triples of Monster Reborn and Pot of Greed in there, which you're not supposed to, though that's illegal. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no. I also the fact that our best girl reporter Reiko is trying to get a scoop here because obviously, hey, she was actually chasing a Sakura, and it's kind of crazy that she never mentioned or published anything. That finally, it's like. They caught him. What? Yeah. Like, God, that's gotta suck for her. It's like all that work, and it's like just some random police officers found him, and
yeah, and we're not gonna go into too much about Megumi and Smart Lady having a makeup battle because all it is just so that our chief editor can have a creepy, ominous monologue about mirrors. So we haven't had enough of that from Peter Baelish at the end of, well, not at the end of, but like towards the end of season 3 of Game of Thrones. Meanwhile, Shinji he does try to go to the university because he did pick up on the clue about room 401 because he was chasing after the tiger guy.
Wasn't it 411?
No, it's 401.
401? Okay. That was 411. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So the tiger guy who was there, obviously Shinji bumps into one of the professors. We know that one of the professors became the lemur or got eaten by the lemur. So who's this guy? He's just some random scientist that was there with Shiro the day the event happened.
Yeah. But also Shiro has the deck for Odin on him.
But he doesn't seem too happy that he has it.
Yes. So we fight a pair of ghouls in the mirror world while Ren is just sulking and stuff. And Ren has a fateful encounter with Odin. It's like, I'm gonna finish this right now.
Oh God, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, here's the boss fight.
Do you seriously expect to fight Dracula without collecting all 8 pieces of his corpse? Oh my God! Did Steel Ball Run rip off Simon's Quest?
Here's the thing. It's pretty much Super Mario World, where after you beat the first island and find the hidden star in the second donut plane, then you can actually head to Bowser's Castle. Like, no problem. It's like, yeah, you don't need to collect the eggs. You don't need to beat any of the castles. You just can go and do that. That's Ren right now in this moment. Hasn't leveled up, hasn't done anything. He's just gonna you guys got your ass kicked the last time this guy showed up. What makes you think that you can take him out? Not to mention, Ren, we failed to mention that you've been having a little scuffle with not only Shinji, but also Sakura and Shuchi and everyone else. And you've been getting your ass handed to you. And yet here you are going against like the final boss, and you have nothing. No special upgrades, no support, no extra mana or magic cards, no de-spell cards or hidden traps. You're just gonna fight him, and that's it. I'm like, this should be a bad idea. I'm getting a bad vibe from this. Like something. It ain't gonna end good. Yeah. Little did I know that it ended in a way that I was like, what?
Yeah. So like cutting really quick to the other fight. Yeah, Shinji and the mysterious Tiger Kamen Rider, whose name is Kamen Rider Tiger. They fight
No
two
original.
goals. Shinji finally like uses his survive to actually fight a monster, while Tiger uses his final event to, and I kid you not, his final event is to summon his monster Des Wilder and just like basically drags the opposing monster across the floor while using his strike vent. Tiger just like lifts it up while it's getting impaled by his talons.
Here's the thing about the final events with some of these Kamen Riders. You know, some of them are actually well thought out. And I wonder if, like, you know, again, the favoritism here. Obviously, Shinji and Ren, because they're the main two. Then we have Shuchi with his giant Brigadier Lance stop. You know. Then we have Asakura with his, flailing scissor kick, by the Cobra.
Yeah.
As for, we never really saw Scizor do anything with a final event.
All we know is that it involves him spinning a lot.
Yeah. Guy was just, again, like, standing on the chubby unicorn's shoulders, but instead of standing on top, he's like vertically out like this as the rhino. So like, how is that a kick? How is that like? Are you just like?
Keep in mind, yeah, sure, he's got his strike vent facing forward, but the thing is, his strike vent is literally a freaking Metal Gellus's head. So why can't Metal Gellus just?
Why couldn't you just
by himself?
Why couldn't you
just get into this?
Why couldn't you why can't you jump up in the air, Guy, as the chubby unicorn is rushing towards him, and you do a kick that connects to it and then causes the momentum of you and this chubby unicorn to ram into the guy? That would make more sense than you being like, ah! Which again, and as for Tezuya, what even was his final bet? I don't
remember, but it involved him riding on top of Evil Diver.
I mean, I know, yeah, obviously, but I'm like,
yeah, and we see Verde's final event where he basically
that's the thing that was the thing I was gonna bring up. His final event is pretty much summoning the chameleon for the chameleon to wrap its tongue around the guy, dangle him, spin him enough where Verde could grab him and then pile drive him into the ground, which I'm like, I know it's not as cool as Shinji's or Ren's, but
it's the third coolest final event in the entire show.
Yeah.
It's the fourth coolest.
I say third because I'm giving it above the flying scissor kick that Oja does.
The scissor kick is not even in my top three. I'm talking about Magna Giga using the full salvo.
Well, yeah. Obviously. But I mean, you could just feel the favoritism on who got the better final events and the better attacks and weapons, obviously. So it's here it's with the Tiger Kamen Rider, the fact that this creature is just kind of drag I get it. I get a tiger, a cat swiping its paw. I would imagine more this is like a bear's motion of dragging its prey and then then finishing it off. But I mean, you got these Wolverine claws. You couldn't do the Berserker Barrage and then come in with your battle axe and just horizontally slash the guy,
or vertically.
It's again, do the Berserker Barrage, baby, sneaky slash, baby. Just do it. But then it's Yeah, again, the favoritism. The suit looks all right. It does. It's giving me strange Adam West Catman vibes, though.
Yeah, yeah. Meanwhile, back to the fight. Yeah, it's like, Len is getting his. Sorry, not Len. Ren. I respect Len too much. Ren is getting his butt kicked by Oda. It's like, I told you, there's a reason why I'm the last one you're supposed to fight. Because you're not strong enough. But if you want to die so quickly, you give me no choice. And then all of a sudden, whoosh.
I'm using the Konami cheat code.
Yeah, So Knight impales him with a sword vent.
Wait, when did that happen? Like, seriously, no. When did that happen? I'm like, it just kind of like, Yeah. Odin, did you seriously just walk into that? Did you seriously just walk in? You have you just walked into it.
Yeah. So he's disintegrating. Well, it's like, see this? This is the way you're gonna fight. Can you just do more of that? Okay. And then he
kind of gives Ren like the good boy. You did it.
No, do what you just did, but on
good. I'm not a hot VTuber bunny girl. Because I can't, obviously, the good boy doesn't really aim like the way I want it to aim. But you could just tell, like, what I'm getting at. Like, just the head pads and the good boy, obviously, type of vibes that Odin is giving to Ren here. And it's kind of like, is that it? Is this like a ghouls and goblins setup? Like, did we really was he even the main bad guy? We have to go back to the beginning and then go through everything again, only to find out that there's an even worse character behind that? You have to stay tuned and watch, because I ain't gonna tell you nothing. But the fact is that I understand. I was there. I remember when it happened. The inevitable showdown between Sasuke and Itachi Uchiha, which had been festering for years, that this was the end goal. This was it. This is it. And just as you can imagine me, a young man, reading it and excited and, this and that, I have not felt that disappointment since today. Because just as I'm like, wait, this was the goal. This was the point. This was the merriment, the fun having, the Patrick. This is what we were fighting for. And what do you do?
Yeah,
what do you do?
As cool as it was seeing Sasuke do the Kirin thing,
you cried.
The point of betraying the Leaf was so that Orochimaru give him the power to defeat Itachi, and now he has defeated Itachi. What's the point of everything? You can't say like, "Oh, I got to get revenge against Danzo," because you didn't even know about.
You didn't even know that. You didn't even know. Scotty didn't know. Sasuke didn't know.
And yet, Tora didn't know.
And yet, just like that bitch, Ren, you're yelling and crying your eyes out. You're having a mental breakdown, screaming that the people above and below are hearing you. It's almost that meme of Courage the Cowardly Dog as he goes up on the rock and yells and breaks the sun. I'm like,
the moon, actually.
Whatever it was. I thought Piccolo blew up the moon. I'm like,
they both did.
What? This is what you wanted. What was the? Oh, wait. I know that Shiro said he was the 13th. Okay. We've had like up to 8, 9. So what happened between 10 to 12? Where were those 3? Did Ren kill them? No, because now it's solidified. Ren has never killed anybody.
At best, he killed bowl cancer by accident.
Our little boy just popped his cherry, ladies and gentlemen. He finally killed somebody. And this is what he does. He's crying his eyes out while the person is still there. Besides being
Shiro's still around, so it's like
he ain't dead, but he ain't. Shiro's not there anymore. I mean, he's not dead. That'd be kind of bullshit if he was. But it's like, it's almost as awkward as that scene in the movie Superbad when McLovin finally gets with the redhead and he's like,
"I'm inside.
I did it." Like, don't say it. Don't. My God, Ren.
Is because the actor was still a minor. His mom had to be backstage. Well,
She had to see that, and by law, it was, again, there is no between the two. You just see one scene of him and one scene of her. They were never. It's just like, again, by law.
Yeah.
So when he said it, he was like, well, I'm not getting into that. But that's what we have here. That's exactly what we have here. Ren's mom is right there looking at his little boy and be like, he's finally become a man. My Hercules. I'm like, he's crying, Mom. He's crying. After. Is this not what he wanted?
Yeah.
Guys, he's crying. Seriously, I'm like, oh my God, dude, he's crying. He was like, I'm a stone cold killer. It's the kid who gets like in the Battle of Dunkirk, and then when the damn bullets are flying, he stops and he pisses himself on the beaches.
Yeah.
I thought you were a badass Rambo guy. I thought you were a killer. No, Shinji has a higher body count than you, and that's not and that wasn't on purpose. Oh, Ren. Oh my God, Ren.
Turns out he was a poser. He just bought a few items at Hot Topic and called it a day.
Oh my!
He wasn't around to meet Alice Cooper at Monsterpalooza. He wasn't around to meet Robert Englund. He wasn't around to meet who else? Katie Seagal. He wasn't around to meet the Rockette Mafia. He wasn't around to check out Blue Oyster Cult.
He wasn't around.
Judas Priest.
He wasn't around to meet Kane Hodder. Or Wes Craven, or in my actual proof, and I do have proof of it. He wasn't man enough to work for Jason Voorhees, which I have done. Literally, my boss was Jason Voorhees. Not gonna lie. C.J. Graham, look him up. That was my boss for a period of time. Great guy, lovely man. But yeah, Ren, for the love of God, pull it together, man. Because that's where we pick up in the next episode of episode 36, The Battle Ends. Where it's just like, can we speed it? This is the part where I skipped. I didn't even skip the intro because I'm like, I don't want to see Ren literally holding himself, realizing, oh yeah, I'm a badass. I'm like, yeah, no, Ren, no, just no. Okay, you lied to Yui. You haven't killed anyone. You've been giving Shinji a hard time. Every single Kamen Rider, you've been giving them crap because they're not serious. They're not as hard as I am. You were never, okay, never You never killed anybody. You never fought anybody. The only thing you did, and this is not an insult, this is not me taking a dig at this character, but just the fact, I'm like, okay, you know when when you're playing an RPG and you farm, but you've only farmed the lower, weaker entities, such as goblins.
Mm-hmm.
We can make it like, oh, that's badass because no, it is. Yeah, but not even that.
Alrighty, so moving right along. Shinji did catch up to the trio from the laboratory. It's like, and
now we have three.
Thank you for helping us out because those monsters were actually coming after us. Shiro is coming after us. He wants us to die because we are too close to him. And the reason why is because we know how to steal the mirror. Wait, really? Yes. Oh, and they keep hinting about, you have to, like, sometimes to be a hero means sacrificing one person for the greater good of the many. Needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few or the one.
So pretty much we know that Shiro did this whole thing, even went to America to do it. Yeah. And yet these people were so down to do it, and now they're like, you just want to end it? Yeah. What happened? No. What happened? That is the question. You guys were down to walk with the devil. You guys were down to piss in God's eye until he blinked. Why now are you wanting to close the mirror world? What will you gain from this?
Well, and it's apparently they didn't realize until recently that, like, oh yeah, Yui's the reason it's happening. So if we kill Yui,
which again, this poor girl, in the first episode, obviously Ren and it's been going on. She is getting torn apart because, again, she just got the word that her brother died. Her friends are fighting each other and trying to kill each other, which I'm like, again, have you not been paying attention to the show? That's kind of the point. As again, and I feel for her. I do feel for her. And also, I don't know if I saw this in time or maybe it was yesterday, but our Yui, the actress, it's either today or yesterday was her birthday.
Happy birthday.
So to our Yui, who we are talking about, could be her birthday as we are recording this. Yeah. So what proper timing that our Yui is, I think she's like 34 if I read it. I don't know. I don't remember but I did know that it was her birthday. The poor girl is just getting raked, She doesn't know what's going on. And also the fact that, I'm the catalyst. I'm the one that this is all about. Yeah. We don't know either, but you are. Like, it seems like you are the one. You are the end game, apparently.
All right. So, meanwhile, some mysterious person keeps pushing Yui into traffic.
Oh, yeah, that crap. Because, so Asakura was captured. He got his effects taken away, and he's being strung out like Hannibal Lecter.
Yep.
And every news media from God knows how many there are in Japan are all there because, apparently breakouts in Japan are very few or if very rare.
Yeah.
And Asakura did it with... Yeah, it's a huge deal when someone does it, which, looking into it, has never really happened in real life. But again, it's
a guy in a white outfit that pushed her.
Who is said white man? Because again, we got 3, and it ain't the student. I already eliminated him. The doctor is one that I was like, you could be, but who is this scraggly, sickly looking mother over here that pretty much is like, no joke. This is the guy. If you were to take a seat, like, have a seat. You would be sitting in a chair that he was in, and you wouldn't even know he was in the chair. That's how so far in the background he is. It's like, wait, who's that? I don't know.
Yeah. Meanwhile, while he's being transferred from prison, there's like the Like he Sakura reveals that he had the Metal Gills card the whole time, because it turns out when they were pulling the card out of his the deck out of his pocket, he was able to quickly swipe a card out of his deck and hide it on his person. I don't know how they didn't. I don't know. Process him again.
Where did you hide that?
Yeah.
Where did you hide that? And it's the unicorn of all things. So where did you hide it?
But yeah, so basically, like, if you've seen Dark Knight or Power Rangers Time Force, you know how these escorts go. He beats everyone up and then uses Metal Gills to kill the driver. There's a huge, massive car crash. Naturally, Ren and Shinji try to go after him.
That was brutal. That was absolutely. I'm like, well, first off, I'm like, wait, don't you need a reflective surface and the card deck for these cards to work? I guess not, because, well, I mean, there's mirrors outside, but
the thing is, they used papers to cover up the reflective surface in the back. But the thing is, they didn't cover up the windshield in the driver's cabin, because that's where Metal Gills came from.
That's where the chubby unicorn came in and reenacted that scene from Aliens when they were getting the damn drop ship to come and pick them up. Instead of getting a tongue to the face, you got horn in the head. And again, I was like, I'm waiting for this damn truck to flip over, because that would be pretty cool to see. No, it literally causes a car chase again. So controversial that Asakura killed police officers. Will never happen in any other Kamen Rider series, but okay. And the chase is on.
Sure, it happened in Vice.
No, I mean before. Like, oh, we can't show police officers getting killed, or like showing that they're inept. I'm like, they're not inept. They're just dealing with the homicidal maniac with demon monsters from another dimension. So how could anyone prepare for that?
So Shinji fights Asakura inside the mirror at the shipping yard, while Ren is being kept because, let's be honest, like, Ren just can't handle this ish. While the mysterious person in white is holding the tiger deck, and he shows up in a moment, and and also the thing is the truck is empty. Of course it's empty. Yeah.
This guy ghosts people more than a chat on Tinder.
Genocide is about to use his final event to relinquish Ryuki, but unfortunately for Asakura, Genocider gets completely frozen by a mysterious. Like, we all know who it is. It's Des Wilder. He uses his final vent on him. It's like, good riddance. Sakura's finally getting somehow Des Wilder's attack gets interrupted by Asakura. But just as Tiger's about to he's like circling around him like so mysterious. Ren has to go to the hospital because he finds out that
Here's the thing about this chase scene that we didn't. Ren has been through the ringer. He has gone through 13 rounds with Manny Pacquiao, Mike Tyson at his prime, and I'll even throw in what's his face from Russia, the pride of Russian boxing. No joke. Ren looks like shit. He looks so disheveled. He's like, I have to. He's got that stubborn Vegeta pride, where he's like, how many times do you have to get kicked in the head for you to stay down, dude? It ain't worth it. It's almost like sad in a way to see you do this to yourself. And the whole time, see, why is Yui there? Because Yui and Shinji showed up because they finally realized Eri's alive, and she's waking up.
So Sakura's left for dead. Well, not for dead.
Not
Be arrested.
for dead. It's almost the same as saying as someone in Dragon Ball is dead. I'm like, they ain't dead. What are you talking about?
Not dead, just left for it.
But it's like, yeah, Yui. If Ren did not have already the big lumps and the swollen lips and the bloody face, Yui gives him a good punch in the face as Shinji runs off to run interference, and she yells at Ren. We don't hear anything of what she says, but we know what she said to him. And what does Ren do? He becomes a simp.
Yeah.
He turned like, I thought you were gonna fight. I thought you were gonna battle.
Yeah.
I thought you were ready to go another 12 rounds.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, but the episode ends with the Yui being pulled into the mirror, and Shinji follows after her.
Yeah. You poor Yui, because obviously we have the Tiger. That just, who pulled Yui in?
Well, we're about to find out.
We're gonna find out.
Yeah. So episode 37, Shinji chases in after her, and she finds her about to be attacked by a guy in a mysterious black suit that resembles a cricket.
Sleep is Awakening is the title of our episode. Yes, please go on. Poor Yui is getting attacked by a... Is that Ichigo again?
No, Ichigo's a grasshopper. This guy's a cricket.
There is a difference.
There is a difference.
There is a difference.
There is a difference. But somehow this guy's able to block off an attack from Drake Redder, which is very mysterious, but at least the attack allows the two of them to escape. It's not difficult to tell that it's one of the three guys in room 401.
I'm like, weren't you a tiger? Why are you cosplaying as a cricket? Like, what exactly is this suit that we're seeing and that we're gonna see later on? Is it some type of prototype? Is it some type of like mass-produced armor that later on incorporated by Faiz and the Timu army that they had later on? What exactly is this armor?
Yeah, well, but Emmy gets an MRI, and it's like, oh yeah, she's woken up under mysterious circumstances, but she can fall back asleep under equally mysterious circumstances. How long does she have? Not long.
She's here, but not here, but we get enough time with her, which, yeah, I know I was giving shit to Ren like a minute ago, and I'm still giving him shit, but I'm like, again, the premise of your wish was to wake her up and have her here. And apparently you don't need to wake her up. She just kind of comes in and out of it.
Yeah.
So what the hell have you been doing this whole time, Ren? Literally putting yourself in the trenches, going under barbed wire and tasers and minefields. And it's like, I didn't need to do that. No. You didn't need to You didn't need to kick Shinji in the head. You didn't. Well, you can be an asshole to Shuji. You can be an asshole to a Sakura. You don't have to be an asshole to Goro. Why the fuck are you hating on Goro? Don't you be dissing my man. But it's like, Ren, for the love of Christ, what were you doing?
Mm-hmm.
It's wanting my girlfriend back. There are other women in the sea. But I get it. When you find a good one, I'm like, I get it. I understand. I've been there. Except I did sacrifice everything and didn't work out. So hopefully it doesn't go that way for you, Ren. I hope it doesn't. But
yeah.
So really,
we kind of exhaust most of like the second quarter of the episode with Reiko visiting Kitoga. It's like, listen, I know you know about what happened to Takashi, so spill. It's like, oh, nothing much. But hey, you look pretty in that mirror. Mirror, you say. Something's going on, and it involves mirrors. He'll keep mentioning mirrors.
Our girl has that was last review episode, and even this one, she's slowly starting to uncover this by herself. No one's giving her information. No one's telling her anything. She's like, mirrors. Why is that so important? Why is that such a
negative space with the frame, and all we want to see it reveals, and all we don't want to see it conceals.
So obviously, it's I'm like, Ray, go! Don't you touch that mirror? And of course, obviously, the asshole pulls her away, and I'm like, you know what? That's the thing. If you wanted her gone, then you would have allowed that to happen. So what's the deal with you guys? Do you or do you not? And it's like, yeah, no, okay, now I could check off the professor as Kamen Rider Tiger, because sure as hell, no, that it's not him. Because what we've seen so far is that this cat is mangy and wild, but these two have restraints.
Yeah.
So obviously, it ain't these two. Who else does it fall under? Who's the guy washing dishes because Ren's gone missing? Who's this guy?
Yeah. Yeah. Meanwhile, so Shinji tries to confront the professor and stuff. It turns out they have 3 copies of the Tiger deck. It's not explained how they have 3 of them.
I don't get it. I'm like, looks like Toys R Us had
Did they make 2 decoys just to keep Shinji confused? That's convenient. But then they kick him out. It's like, you don't have heroic ideals. And then he comes back. It's like, hey guys, what do you mean by heroic? Okay, so listen. Trolley experiment. You got 5 people tied up to one track, 1 person tied up to the other track. If you don't switch tracks, 5 people will die. If you do switch the track, the 1 person will die. Which one will you do? And I'm going to tell you right now, the trolley problem is the biggest load of BS that every psych professor will ever try to throw at you. And I'll tell you why, because I figured out the trolley experiment. It's not about choosing to switch the tracks or not switching the tracks. It's about when you make one of 2 decisions, what conditions have to change for you to change your mind. That is the trick behind the trick. And I've seen toxic women do it all the time. It's like if we were in a fire and you could only save either me or our 2 kids, who would you save? And of course the guy would be like, the 2 kids, obviously. And then she keeps trying to change the conditions to change his choice to saving her. It's like, what if I'm the president? Doesn't matter. What if it's me or your mom? I'm still gonna pick my mom. She's an old person.
Again, when it's the choice of either or, save this person or save these people, save the girl, save the guy, save the old lady, save the old man. People don't realize there is a third option. There is a third option. Why don't you just sacrifice the asshole that put you in this situation? It's been proven many a time before. It's like, yeah, no, you have to sacrifice. Someone must go, and blah blah. It's there's 2 of you and only 1 of him. Is the case. Mm-hmm. Which I'm like, yeah, no, that's why as you said, that the whole the scenarios, the equations. I'm like, yeah, no, it's just to mess with you. It's like that one question on a test that 2 + 2 is 4, but they give it to you in a way that makes you wait. What? A simple question just by its wording is making you think. It's a simple answer. Simple. Yes or no. Or fuck you. That's it. Nothing more. But the way they put it, the way they word it, the way the situation is, that's what's fucking with you. So, Please continue with the episode. I'm trying to gather my thoughts here.
Yeah. So trolley experiment. Like that's basically the sum of the episode. And we end up having to go back inside the mirror because, of course, Emmy is like struggling to like get into the city and stuff and to meet Ren, and she ends up actually witnessing Ren going, or rather, she sees Darkwing again. She's traumatized by it, and Ren finds her. It's like, no, Darkwing, go away. It's like Ren, do you know this thing? It's like, I can't talk right now. And she sees him transform.
I'm like, how are you gonna explain this one, Ren?
Yeah, it's like not only are you this bat guy, but also you're working with that thing that attacked me.
Yeah, how do you explain that? Seriously, how do you explain
Shinji
that?
and Ren fight two new bee monsters. One's gold, the other silver. I swear, it's like the Pokemon games. Next thing you're going to tell me is that there's going to be a sixth one that's crystal colored. Yeah, but they quickly use their final vents on the two monsters. It's no big deal. But like their timer's going out because Ren is like starting to disintegrate. So he gets back out and he sees Emmy. He's like, sorry, not Emmy, Eri. Like it's like Eri. It's like Ren. It's like don't worry. It's like, but like Shinji's the one who like catches her. Like Shinji's the one that's there. It's like now we know who the real Obi-Wan Kenobi is in this relationship.
See that's the thing, especially in this situation, especially with Ren. I kind of asked that question earlier on. Like, what would Emmy say or Eri say if she found this out? How would she react? Because again, Darkwing was the terror that quacked in the night and caused her to be comatose.
Yeah.
Ren decided to throw a Pokeball at it and catch it. Now it's like, okay, Ren, how are you trying to explain all this to your woman? That the thing that tried to kill her is literally your you were in a coma and I was single, I guess. So I just decided to make a relationship with the bat thing. How do you explain that crap? It's seriously, I'm like, Ren, I know you look cool, but I seriously don't think you thought this fully 100% like through, because Amy decided to go back into a coma, so to speak. She, like, the shock of it all put her back into a comatose state, semi. Not because we do see her in the next episode. But it's like, it's a daytime talk show. It's a Jerry Springer moment. Yeah. So my pet tried to kill my girlfriend, but I still haven't euthanized it.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the mysterious white dude becomes the new hire at the cafe. So let's try to speed run through this episode. Yeah, it's like, so this guy, his name is Sato, and
I thought it was Seto.
Sato.
I read it as Seto. I thought, I'm like, wait, we got Kaiba Boy in here?
No. But it's like Shinji tries to like be friendly with him. He's like, it's like you don't have what it takes to be a hero. It's like no. He's like his favorite song is that one song from Bionicle. Do you know what it takes to be a hero?
What was that? What was that song that still gets played? What was the band from?
Oh, you're thinking about "Move Along" by All American Rejects.
But was it from the first Spider-Man movie? Was that it?
Oh no. That's just called "Hero" by Nickelback. It's like.
And they say that a hero will save us. I don't
No. Don't give Leo ideas. Don't encourage.
I'm like Shinji. I get you got plot armor in this show because, I mean, no joke. Are we already on 38? Are we already on
38?
Yeah, 38. Shinji really takes the moral high ground here because, I'm like, the fact that you don't know what it is. Do you know what it is to be a hero, Shinji? Because really, I don't think you fully grasp. Or it's that thing where he barely has grasped the idea and the concept of what needs to be done. He knows the situation and how it is played out, but he's like, there is another way, and I will find it. That is my hero way. I will protect not only the Kamen Riders but the people. I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
but
so Yui gets attacked by this cricket guy, and Shinji helps her escape again, and then he runs into Sato, and he's like, well, remember how, sometimes it's necessary to sacrifice one person to save everyone? Well, what if all these monsters are here because of Yui? If we get rid of her, then the monsters will stop attacking. Think about it. That's why you need to be a hero. That's why the professor invented the alternate system in order to... Basically, the alternate system, and this is the name of the character, the alternate, is it's an artificial rider created to, basically kill Yui.
So pretty much, you created another deck, which kind of made it seem like they're going to be the ones that keep the monsters inside, but it's like, okay, your plan is to kill the girl. What happens if that's not the case? What research? What are you basing this on? Because yes, we know Yui is important here, but what happens if she dies? Like, is that a will it stop? Will it get worse? These are many attributing factors that we do not know. Just simply saying, well, if the girl dies, then we all live. Mm-hmm. Didn't they do that in Evangelion? Or tried to?
Yep. And
look what happened with that. Adam and Eve is one scrawny kid with a horrible disposition of spreading the baby batter in unnecessary situations and an annoying redhead. The odds don't look good on our side, man.
Yeah.
Especially this kid. I'm saying Sento. That's his name. The way you're going about it in this episode, especially how he put it to Shinji, it's like, do you even know what you're talking about?
No.
Of course I know. I'm a scientist. I got the white coat. I'm like, which is crazy because your friend who was supposedly our first suspect and the professor are kind of like, no, that's not what we're doing. That's not. I'm like, okay, are you guys even on the same page? Because one is like blaming Yui but doesn't want to kill her. The other one wants to kill her but doesn't have the balls for it. And then there's this guy who's just like, well, if we do it, it might stop. I don't like your odds, boys. I really don't.
Yeah. But yeah, so Shinji talks to Len about it. It's like, yeah, I don't want Yui to die. She doesn't deserve any of this. There's got to be another way to deal with this. And then of course, Eri is like slowly going back into her coma. And he like tries to take her like on a motorcycle to visit the beach one last time. Not the best idea, maybe leave her with the doctors who actually know what they're doing, Meanwhile, Shinji confronts Alternate one last time and Shinji walks away. He's like, I don't want to fight you. I'm walking away, which is the dumbest thing Shinji always does. He always walks away. And then he gets attacked from behind, but before Alternate could finish Shinji off, Alternate gets attacked by Des Wilder, and of course, Tiger final vents and revealing, yeah, he's that college student from episode 12.
I was wrong.
Yeah.
I was totally wrong. So the creep who we thought was him wasn't, and it's like, wait a minute, what? Why?
Yeah, and then Tiger reveals himself to be Sato.
It's like, why? Why? In fact, if you had these tiger powers all this time, we could have gotten to Yui like a long time ago and could have skipped all this crap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So the reason Sato killed what's his face is because I changed my mind. I don't want to kill Yui, but might have done something bad. And of course, what's it called? The professor reveals he had another alternate deck, and Yui. She's like, she sees herself like slowly disintegrating, while Shiro is just like looking all pissed off with Odin standing right behind him.
What made me question that scene more than anything was obviously, so is Shiro and Odin one, or are they two separate entities?
Yes and no.
It's kind of like, is one actually Shiro, or is this a fake?
The answer is really complicated, and it would involve spoiling stuff for you.
The fact
all I'm gonna say is that if I try to explain to you right now, you're gonna get a headache.
No, well, the fact that Yui is slowly disintegrating, that is pressing. But it's like, yeah, what? Yeah. And Asakura is locked up in jail, so.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen. We are done. We are done with this review of 83 through 43 of Ikiryu Kamen Akita Kamen Rider. And man, we really got bummed out in these episodes. Like, seriously, we had so much fun last week, and yet now it's like, will you or will you not kill the girl? I don't know. I don't know her. How about if I take her out to drinks first? Then I'll give you an answer.
Yeah.
This whole thing with the extra deck. Yeah, don't you hate bootlegs?
Yep.
How inferior they are, and just like you're trying to make it a thing, just like Gretchen is trying to make fetch a thing back in Mean Girls. It's 2026. Stop trying to make fetch a thing.
Yeah.
But regardless, I'm like, well, we had some fun times with Nodoka and Megumi in the background.
Yeah.
They're them drinking and their makeup party and their hangovers and so on and so forth. As for the tiger, I know that we've been they're trying to make the tiger seem like a thing here, where in all honesty, I'm not feeling it. Asakura's presence is still more powerful than the tiger itself. And the fact that I'm like, no, we kind of knew who the tiger was and what was going on, but the fact that the alternate was like the student, I'm like, well, who else could it have been?
Yeah.
Is it shocking? Is it weird? No, it would have been more shocking if the guy from episode 12 was Tiger and the weirdo kid was the alternate. But I didn't write the show. As for what is going to happen to Yui and Shiro, well, we're almost at the end game. And it can only get better as we go along. So brace yourselves. I'm hoping we're not taking a break or a movie to mess up this momentum.
No, that's going to be in a few weeks.
But regardless, yeah, Yui, you gotta hold on, baby. You gotta hang in there. Really hang in there. I know, I get it. In total, I will say story-wise, this is a 9.
Yeah.
Story-wise, this is a 9 because all these 5 episodes were interlocked and connected.
Yeah.
To the point, like, okay, there's drama, there's dilemmas, there's action. What is to come, and also Ren, stop being stupid.
Yep.
You know, get your head out of your ass. Your girlfriend's not dead, but try to explain why the hell you have the thing that tried to kill her on your arm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. The drama has been peaked. Now it's like, what, we gotta wait and see. So I will say for these episodes in total, I'm giving it a 9 because it's establishing the end game very early.
Yep.
We're like mid-end of this series. We only have like 12 more episodes to go.
Mm-hmm. Even 12 episodes in a movie.
Yeah, what more can we add to this fire? I don't know. There's a can of kerosene over there. Why don't you throw that in there?
Yeah.
What's going to happen to Shuchi? What's going to happen to Asakura? What more so Yui? And like also what's the deal with Odin and Shiro?
Yeah.
Are you one? Are you none? Are you just two separate entities? Is Odin Shiro? Is Shiro Odin? Because it's like, can we get a straight answer to that? Yeah. So far, all this review is going to get a 9 from me in terms of story.
Yeah. For me, episode 34 was more like it was an 8. It was about average. Honestly, the low point is how just randomly, like, he just gets the card. And it's not even for a grandiose battle that he uses his card for. It's like, oh, it's just Ren having one of his little toughs, you know. 35, I would say, was also, like, I would have to say it was even a 7 because it's cool that they introduced Tess Wilder. It's just annoying to see Ren have that crash out. It's like, yeah, I want Ren to defeat Odin, but I want it to feel earned.
Yeah, he had a Sasuke moment, which
36, definitely a huge improvement. That one's a 9. The next 2 episodes, average 8. You know, I'm just not a fan of these 3 guys, but it's cool that we're actually getting some action with new characters because it's been feeling kind of lonely with just the 4 characters we've had already.
This is why Blade took the 52 rider concept and ran with that. Can you imagine if they did it here during the genesis of the Heisei era? They didn't even know what the heck they were doing. Ryuki really is starting to show its colors and why it's up there among many polls. Now I'm noticing it. So, what do the people have to say?
Well, they're taking a nap. I totally get it. You know, last day of Monster Palooza, it's probably exhausting.
All those people coming back from Riverside and dealing with traffic, and you know, I would pass out. I really would.
Absolutely. Yeah. But with that in mind, if you enjoyed, please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ding the bell icon to stay notified for our latest videos. We discuss all things Kamen Riders, not Super Sentai, but we do cover things that are Ultraman and Metal Hero. That's right. We got Kamen Rider Ryuki, Kamen Rider Zeds. We got the final movie of Ultraman Cosmos before we go into before we go into Ultraman Powered. And there's a reason why that's going to be our next series. And of course, Super Space Sheriff Gabon Infinity. And what, pray tell, is the reason we're doing Ultraman Powered next? Is because our next convention will be Power Morphicon, which will feature the one and only Kane Kosugi, who played Ultraman Powered, as well as Ninja Black. And speaking of ninjas, we got some new announcements. Sally Martin and Adam Totumian, it's hard to pronounce his name, have both been announced to be in the in Power Morphicon, which means we got Blue Wind Ninja and both Thunder Ninjas. So yes, for the first time ever, Sally Martin, who played Tori, will be at Power Morphicon. We're super excited for that.
This is a first for her? Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That means 5 out of all 5 living members of Ninja Storm will have been at Morphicon as of next year, or rather this upcoming year. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So no, it would be cool to get all 5 of them together to do a reunion. You know, all we got to do is get the remaining 2 actors back, and yeah, we got all 5. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited. And with that in mind, also check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show. And other than that, we hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. Goodbye.
Good night, guys.